Welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's dive into the latest. So trade deadlines is today, ends at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Ravens already made a move late last night. And I have to say, it's not horrible. It's like one of those reliable moves I talked about. It's none of the players that I mentioned, but Ravens traded for Titans edge Jamont Jones, sending a conditional 5th round that could possibly become a 4th rounder. He has 4.5 sacks in the last 4 games. He's 7th year in the league, and his career high is 6.5. We still have a lot of games to go, so I think this is a good trade for the Ravens. He has the size to line up inside, but played primarily on the edge in Tennessee. Had 4 sacks last season for Seattle, and has 4.5 this year, ranking 48th in win rate on true pass sets. And he won't take up much cap space for the Ravens, as it is a expiring deal. Very smart move. Means that we're probably just going to have him until the end of the season, unless he has like a breakout or something like that. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's not a player we wanted, but it's a player that could have a detrimental impact for the Ravens and be like, we need some desperate help on QB pressure. We were in on a number of edges, and we landed Jamont, according to Jeff. He's having the best season of his 7-year career, so let's go. He has 19 quarterback pressures, and that's 7 more than any Raven currently has. That's amazing. He gets to the quarterback. He gets to the quarterback. That's what I've been asking for, is because, oh my gosh, we need a guy that can get on the quarterback. Now that Justin Matabike is no longer on the team. Well, not that he's no longer on the team. He's just out for the season. But we'll find out how he does. I like this. Cool. We pretty much got him for chump change, and he's already having the best season of his career so far. In terms of interior defensive lineman, he'll probably switch around, move to edge, move to the interior D-line, because there isn't much in the interior defensive line available for trades that aren't going to be astronomically expensive. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, moving on. John Harbaugh spoke to the press yesterday as well. Mentioned that Carl Lawson is going to be ready to go for this Sunday. It just depends on how many reps he's going to take. I like this. Adds more help to the Ravens. Lawson has proven to be reliable before, especially when he was on the Cowboys. Hopefully we get some, he's able to make an impact with the chances that he gets. It's at this point, again, bend, don't break. I'm hoping that we can somehow make the bending a little bit less, but I don't think it's going to happen with Lawson, but anything to make it less. If he can make an impact with the reps that he's given, I'd love that. I would absolutely love it. And just one of those things where it's like, all right, let's go, Still 0-0, and we're facing a Vikings team this Sunday who is coming off a really good win against the Lions. So, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I still think the Lions are my Super Bowl favorite, in my opinion, to go, because I do believe, at least for the NFC side, because I don't see anyone else. I think the NFC North, to talk about the Lions for a sec, is the most competitive division in football. And I still think the Lions have the capability of reaching the summit that they've never reached before. But but they lost to the Vikings, and we have to face the Vikings. So gotta see how our defense does against Justin Jefferson, against J.J. McCarthy, Jordan Addison, Jones. Just gotta figure it out. And if Lawson can make an impact there, let's go. Love that. Moving on here. So Broderick Washington suffered a very unfortunate Achilles injury, and Harbaugh did mention that it was not a tear. It was a strain per se, but he wouldn't mention if it's not really season ending. But again, we're well into the season, so guess we got to wait and see on Washington's rehab on that. Glad that it's not a tear, so that we'll hopefully, if things go well, we could probably have him back if we're in the playoffs. So perfect timing there. It's just unfortunate, but glad to see that we're going to get him back. We could possibly get him back towards the end of the season and into the playoffs. It's just one of those things that happens, and we can't do anything about it. But just glad it's not tear, and prayers up for him, and looking for a speedy recovery from him. All right, guesses for today. Who else to pick up? And I can't say this enough. We need either defense, something in the trenches, the defense or the offense. I will get on my hands and knees for this. If we somehow get, because Lord knows how, like what's going on with Emory Jones Jr. I want him to be put at guard over anyone else. I don't care. Throw him to the Wolves. Replace Filele, but replace Filele. I almost swore on this channel, but screw it. Just replace him. We'll deal with Voorhees later. Okay? Voorhees can be helped with Linderbaum. But, all right. Number 77's got to go, and Emory Jones Jr. has to be put in there at some point. But if we're going to be looking for any trade options, let's trade for a guard. I don't know who is on the market, but at least let's try and trade for a guard here. Please. Or if it's not that, if we're still going defense, get someone in the trenches. Sure. Getting something from the Titans that is pretty good, but I still want something on the interior defensive line that's primarily on the interior defensive line. So can we get something going there? It doesn't even. I mentioned this yesterday that we could get a couple players that are reliable but not stars. I'm fine with that. Totally fine with that. It's the same thing with the Titans trade. Reliable, not a star, but having a great season so far. Let's go for that. Shoot for that. Guys that can make an impact when it's needed. And Lord knows we need it on the interior defensive line, and gosh, we need it on the offensive line, and badly. Please, get something there. Immediately, put him in, whoever it is, put him in there, and kick number 77 to the curb. Heck, I would even say, okay, we're replacing your number entirely. We're putting it on this guy, and you were never getting a jersey ever again on this Ravens team. That'd be fine with me. I'm being super blunt about this, and it's probably mean, but I don't care. All right, if we can get help on the in the guard position from the trade deadline, cool. Or we can get trade in the interior defensive line, also very cool. Those are the two options. That's who we need to pick up. Who exactly? I am not sure, but the way that that it's going so far, we're going for more reliability and sneaking into players that are having a good breakout year for themselves, more so than legitimate stars. Which again, I've said it many times. I'm fine with that. All right. Tomorrow's video will be an update on all that happened in the trade deadline. Stay tuned for that. Thank you for tuning in to Ravens today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Like the videos. I will catch you all later.